Hello and welcome to the 23rd day of marchusannus, a challenge in which a whole bunch of random people on the internet post a video supposedly every day documenting their progress, improving a skill or talent. I hope our little adventure into game development today will help keep you sane during this hard time, if not bored out of your mind. So first thing on the agenda is to wrap up last video. I had lots of fun experimenting with creating environments and games for VR. One of these small projects is chunks. The idea is you eat a whole bunch of food and then overcome obstacles by projectile vomiting your stomach's contents. More on that later. Today is not just the 23rd of March, however, but the mark of something amazing. The last Half-Life game released when I was 5, and 5-year-old me was still playing the first Farmville on Facebook, and didn't even know about Minecraft yet. Many people older than me praise the technological achievements previous Half-Life games had in the past, but I never really got to experience that amazement of some new groundbreaking game pushing the boundaries of technology until now. Blake ended up streaming it and we had a blast, but it was time to get back to work. My attention to Azure has been suffering recently as I delve into learning VR development, but the comeback is real. We last worked on creating attack animations for the first boss, Scarecrow. Now it's time to get him up and running, chasing you down so we can put that animation to good use. First off, the base AI script basically has every single possible behavior hard programmed in. Let's say this is a bartender. There's no reason he should be patrolling the city gates. Now each AI can have custom movement logic attached and not worry about how every other AI in the world can move. Alright, that's enough Zor work for today. It's about 10 PM, so let's switch over to Project Chunks. I've gotten Steam VR set up in Unity and I've experimented with their various interactable scripts, and then got a little carried away. Day 24! That was a really fun stream yesterday, so I'm gonna throw together some clips and make like a Twitch highlights video. That took longer than expected, but I figured out how to do motion capture inside the free editing software I use called HitFilm. Pretty easy, you just make your media clip a composite shot, click on tracks, add a new track point, find a thing to follow like my hand, and then let it do all the work for you, and boom! I really hope there's something there, otherwise this is gonna look fucking stupid. But back to work on Zor. While doing this, I realized if the route was interrupted by, like, let's say you making a noise. After they check to investigate, then return to patrolling, it creates a new instance of that state and then assigns it as the active behavior. This is bad because, let's say in our castle, we have 4 points leading to each watchtower. Say he's heading to the third point, gets distracted, then returns to patrolling. Our behavior state keeps track of which point we're going to, so a new one would say to walk all the way back to the first one and start again. Now, when patrolling, it'll transfer to an investigative state, then when returning, we'll ask... Alright, we don't need that part. Time to get back to work. Speaking of which, in Project Chunks, we need to make food edible, because the main goal is to eat copious amounts of food and then projectile vomit it to overcome obstacles. Not going to be much projectile vomiting though without edible food. So after getting a little carried away again, we now have edible foodstuffs. I want to finish one more thing before recording and editing this video, and that is attack conditions for the Scarecrow boss. He can chase you to the ends of the earth, but it won't do any good if he can't kick your ass. What makes this different from what we have now? Well, whenever an AI comes up to you and is in range, it just attacks and deals damage. For a boss, we want things like, oh, if you're within this area in front of the boss and he is in such and such a state, then do this specific attack. But if you're behind it, then maybe it'll spin around and then sweep or push you away or something. 4 hours later and it works! Yeah! I have the collider shown in red here for demonstration purposes. Whenever you are in it, it triggers the wide attack state, which stops the pathfinding and lets the root motion we showed off in the last video take over. Anyway, that was a little cool, difficult challenge. If you want to come say hi, go ahead and join the Discord server in the description. People who sign up for the playtester role will be notified for an opportunity to playtest and be in a video. As always, I hope I made your day a little more awesome. Now go do the same for someone else, and the world will be that much happier and less bored out of their minds, all thanks to you. See you next time, guys.